Hey guys, it's Bree. Welcome back to my channel, and today's video is going to be my current nighttime skincare routine. So just for a little bit of backstory, I recently got into skincare. I was kind of into it in high school, but I didn't really do any research. I kind of just used some stuff that was recommended to me at Ulta or that I just thought would work. I used to use Clinique's 3-step line. I also at one point used Neutrogena's 3-step line, and then towards the end of high school and by the time that I got to college, I wasn't really doing anything to my skin. I was just using a makeup wipe, sometimes using face wash pretty much when I took a shower. I wasn't using any like really serums or anything like that except for sometimes, and I wasn't being consistent at all. And then of course come quarantine, I come across HYRAM, Skincare by HYRAM. He was going viral on TikTok and getting a lot of popularity on YouTube. And when I tell you that I binge watched his content, like I watched hours of his content and I became fascinated with skincare. Unfortunately, that kind of led me to try too many things. I tried too much and something happened with my skin and I broke out in an infection. I will put a picture, brace yourself if you don't like scabs, but I'll put a picture of what my face looked like. And then I went to the doctor and I got prescribed a cream for that, and it just like was not it, and it wouldn't go away. It was really itchy. It hurt really bad. I was really uncomfortable. It looked really bad. Luckily it was in the mask area so I could hide it most of the time, but it looked awful and it didn't go away for the longest time. And then I also started getting breakouts and pimples, and for most of my life I had really clear skin. I had like regular teenage preteen acne when I was like 12 and 13, and that's literally it. Like I never had acne really, and I was breaking out in a lot of pimples. I had a lot of like just little bumps and they hurt and they were itchy. It was painful and it was really uncomfortable, and I got really insecure about it. So I sought the help of an actual dermatologist, and he helped me pick out my skin routine. And then the rest of these recommendations also come from HYRAM because I wanted to use the right products and products with ingredients, and I feel like I really just align with a lot of the things that HYRAM has said. So now let's get into it. I'm going to show you guys my skin routine. It's really not much, but it helped my skin go from what it looked like over the summer, I'll put a picture, and to what it looks like now. And even if you go back and watch some of my vlogs, you can see that I was having like painful pimples on my face, and that was new to me because I never really had acne before. I just think it was genetics. I had clear skin, and so it was really new to me, and I'm still dealing with a little bit of dermatitis in the areas, same areas that I had the infection on my face. It also went up to my eyelids and around my eyes, so that's pretty uncomfortable, but it is definitely getting better. It's definitely gotten better, and I don't really have any acne or breakouts anymore. So I'm gonna share with you guys how I accomplished that and what that looks like. Okay, so I do have a full face of makeup on right now. So the first step of my skin routine will be to remove my makeup. Of course, I gotta put my headband on. I just recently got this at Ulta for like $6, and it's saved my life. Ever since I got curtain bangs, I could not get my hair out of my face, and so this has been a lifesaver for doing my makeup, but especially washing my face. So now I feel so cute. Okay, so I do what HYRAM calls the double cleansing method, or not just HYRAM, everybody calls it the double cleansing method, where I cleanse my skin twice. One time to remove my makeup, and then one time to remove, you know, the impurities, dirt, whatever that is built up under the makeup. This method gives your cleanser the chance to actually do its job instead of having to take off all your makeup. There's a good chance that there is going to be residue left over on your face if you don't properly cleanse beforehand. So what I do is I either take this micellar water that I'm completely out of by La Roche-Posay. I take that in a cotton pad and I clean off my makeup. Since I'm completely out of this, I'm going to be using jojoba oil, and I did get this at Trader Joe's, but I promise it works. It's just pure jojoba oil, and it's perfect for taking off makeup. It's very gentle on my skin. It's hydrating. It's meant to take off makeup. It's not like a cooking oil. It's literally meant for the skin, and it's just pure jojoba oil, and it's really great. So what I'll do is I will just take the oil and I will put a good amount in my hands, mix it together, and then press it on my face like this. And I just let it have a second to get into my makeup and to kind of melt it off. A great idea is not to go in and scrub at your skin or at your makeup or at your eyelashes or anything, because you can tug on your skin, cause irritation and wrinkles, and you can also, you know, pull your eyelashes out or stuff like that, stuff that you don't want. So after putting it on my face for a while, I gently just start to work it into my makeup, and yeah, it feels kind of greasy and oily, but this is a really healthy, safe way to get your makeup off. And so I start looking like a crazy person and kind of just get into my eyelashes, into my lash line, into my eyebrows. And I realize it's kind of awkward right now talking while I am doing this, but hopefully this is making sense. So once I get really in there with the oil, I'm gonna rinse it off my hands really quick. And then I get a tiny bit of water on my washcloth. I clean this really often, don't worry. And then I pat it on my face and remove the oil. And then, yeah, I just put it on my face and just remove the oil and the makeup, and it comes right off. So as you can hopefully see, my makeup is completely removed and my face feels nice and not stripped. A thing is that a lot of people use makeup wipes before, and what I learned is that if you are using a makeup wipe, it's like putting soap on your face and not washing it off if you don't cleanse after. You just go straight in with other skincare products, and it leaves this like filmy, plasticky barrier on your face that really just makes the rest of your skincare go completely to waste. Also, makeup wipes are really harmful for the environment. Throwing a makeup wipe away every single day is not great. Unfortunately, I did a lot of that in high school until I learned how bad it truly was. So that's why I don't use them anymore. I think they're great for if you're in a pinch, but I wouldn't recommend buying them just because they're not great for your skin. You can actually cause wrinkles from tugging on your skin like that. You can cause a lot of irritation, and they really just aren't good for you. They don't do anything for your skin. Also, I used to do a makeup wipe and wash my face and then go in with a toner, and I would still be getting makeup off, which meant that my face was not properly cleansed at all. If you're getting like brown stuff or whatever on a cotton pad, your face is not cleansed enough, and that's like not a good sign. And also, toner isn't necessary to a skincare routine. Anyways, also, I'm not an expert. I'm not claiming to be. This is just what I know, what I've learned. Everybody has different opinions on skincare, and that's fine. Okay, so now that I've said all of that, next thing, I go in with my cleanser. This is my holy grail. I love this cleanser. This is the La Roche-Posay Purifying Foaming Cleanser. This got very highly reviewed on HYRAM's channel, and I love it. It leaves my skin feeling so nice. It doesn't feel dried out, stripped. It doesn't feel anything like that. It just feels really clean, but also it didn't feel like it just like wrecked my skin barrier. What I do, I take a little bit of the cleanser and I actually work it in dry. This is something that a dermatologist recommended to me so that I can actually start cleaning. So my face is kind of dry right now, not all the way, and I just get the cleanser all up in there and then add a little bit of water to get it foamy. What I think I learned is that you can actually end up wasting some of the product if you put water on right away. So that's kind of why I do it dry first, and I add water kind of slowly, and then I keep adding water until it gets nice and foamy and I'm ready to rinse. Okay. Now I'm ready to rinse. I rinse with lukewarm water. I don't do all the way cold. Definitely don't do all the way hot, because all the way hot can be kind of stripping. I do lukewarm water to rinse everything off, get it off my face, and then with the dry end of my washcloth, I just pat everything else off. It's actually so funny explaining my skincare routine, because I used to stand in my bathroom and walk through my routines pretending I was a YouTuber all the time. And I actually am a YouTuber, and I'm actually describing it to a camera, and it just feels really surreal. So I actually left my skin pretty damp, because for this next product, you kind of want to have damp skin, and this is the Ordinary Hyaluronic Acid. There we go. The Ordinary Hyaluronic Acid. This definitely is a big HYRAM trend, and it was $6 at Ulta, maybe $8, and I definitely felt like I had to hop on the bandwagon and try it out. I also have the AHA peeling solution. Definitely was happy about getting this, and it's like an exfoliating facial. Anyways, I don't use this every day though. You only want to use this maybe once or twice a week. But for the hyaluronic acid, kind of want to have damp skin. I put few drops into my hand and take that and gently pat it into my face. I don't like rub a lot, just kind of pat. Facial serums, you don't want to like get it all in there. You want to like let it go onto the skin nicely and sit there. And if you don't know, hyaluronic acid is very hydrating for the skin, protective of your skin's moisture barrier, all that good stuff. And since it's winter, that is why I'm using that. Before the winter and in the summer and fall, what I would use here is this amazing niacinamide serum that I'm absolutely obsessed with. HYRAM recommended this, and I've bought it twice now because I used the entire first bottle. It is amazing, but I only really use it in the morning morning instead of at night. At night, I'm really focusing on hydration and getting my skin's moisture repaired, especially since it's winter. But this, seriously, I had the oiliest nose and the giantest blackheads, and this really took care of that problem. So if you deal with a really oily T-zone like myself, and also maybe some dark spots, some discoloration on your cheeks or along your like chin and jawline, this product is actual holy grail amazing. I'll have it linked below. I'll probably put HYRAM's affiliate link because he deserves it. That's where I bought it from. I literally love it. It is so good, and it's really not that expensive for how amazing it is. I wish that the bottle was like a little bit bigger, but it's really like, it's a quality product. Okay, so the next step is moisturizer. So we're already at moisturizer. Like I said, this is not a very complicated routine. So I have been using the Versed Dew Point Gel Moisturizer. Here it is. You can get it at Target, and I do like it, but I don't think it is rich enough or moisturizing enough for the winter. So I'm almost done with it, and I think I'm going to get like an actual cream instead of a gel cream for the rest of winter. But I just take this much on my fingertips, and then I put it, you know, Father, Son, Holy Spirit on my face, and then work it in. Moisturizer is not that complicated. I feel like a lot of people like to use under eye creams, but what I've learned is that under eye creams can honestly be glorified moisturizers with a higher price point. So I just take extra care to put the moisturizer right here under my eye, because fun fact, this is like one of the only places in your face that doesn't have oil glands. So one, it can dry out faster, and two, it's like the earliest place to age, basically that and your neck. So speaking of, as soon as I'm done covering my entire face with the moisturizer, I take it down my neck, because everyone forgets about their neck, but it is quick to age. So you want to make sure that you take it into your neck so that you don't start getting those fine lines and wrinkles anytime soon. Also do this with your sunscreen if you're wearing sunscreen in the morning, which you should be. So the last step for my skincare routine is a retinol, and it is a prescribed retinol that I got from my dermatologist over the summer. But if you are looking for a drugstore retinol, I would recommend the Honest Beauty retinol serum. I have it, hold on. I got this over the summer, and it was actually a really great product, but then I got this prescribed, so I've been using this instead. This is adapalene gel, and the reason it goes on after my moisturizer and after my hyaluronic acid is because it is pretty drying. So I only take a pea-sized amount, about that much. This is actually a little too much. I just take that and also just put it on the 4 points of my face. I'm gonna rub this excess off because it can be very drying. And I put that in, only a little is necessary, and it goes a really long way. When I started using this product, I definitely used too much, and I got a lot of redness, irritation, and peeling. So it's pretty important to use retinol in a small amount. And when you're first starting off on retinol, definitely don't do every single night. You wanna start doing like every 2 nights or every other night, definitely, because it will start causing like redness and irritation if you just all of a sudden are using a retinol, because it is pretty powerful. It's a powerful ingredient for the skin. You should definitely start using a retinol if you're in your 20s, because it's one of the most beneficial ingredients for keeping your skin young and for keeping it all beautiful and to prevent aging. Skincare is mostly preventative if you aren't having to treat like active breakouts. My skincare routine is definitely mostly preventative now that my skin has cleared up and it's not as pimply and as like infected as it was over the summer. So my last step for this skincare routine is a lip mask. I use the Laneige lip sleeping mask. I have the flavor sweet candy because this is the one that I see everybody on Instagram have, or everybody on YouTube, and I just take a little bit of that on my finger and put it all over my lips, and it looks like a pretty lip gloss, but I swear this stuff works. I was really skeptical, and I was like, why am I gonna pay $22 for a glorified lip balm? But when I bought it, my lips were extremely dry and extremely chapped from the winter weather and the changes in the weather, because the weather here in Indiana is very bipolar. And this mask, literally within 2 days, all of the dead skin had come off of my lips and they were like baby soft again. So I couldn't recommend this more. This product is actually amazing. It is worth the $22, I would say. I'm not sure how long it's gonna last me because I use it every single night, but I can definitely see myself repurchasing this in the future because it's just so wonderful and it feels kind of luxurious and it's a part of my self-care. So here is a closer look at my skin. So here is more of a close-up of my skin. definitely not perfect by any means, and I am definitely not some sort of skincare expert or guru, but I have done a lot of research in recent months, and so I just wanted to share with you guys what I've learned and my own personal specific opinions. Doesn't mean that I am right. I don't think there's any right or wrong when it comes to literally anything. You can think about anything any way that you want. This is just how I go about it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, maybe learned a thing or two, and I will see you guys in the next vlog. Bye. Oh, and don't forget to like and subscribe.